And our base case is in the $600,000 range. Our bull case, and we think the probability of the bull case has increased with this SEC approval. This is a green light. Our bull case is $1.5 million by 2030.
The year 2024 has just started, and all the cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, are at great levels, including for crypto enthusiasts. This is in contrast to last year, when BTC lost approximately 65% of its market value. Expectations are high that Bitcoin will hit $150,000 within the next 12 months, and there is a tendency to hit higher as the year progresses. Stick around to find out whether experts agree with this or against it. If 2023 was good for equity investors, it was great for crypto investors. The prices of some crypto coins soared by up to 16,000%, giving amazing returns to investors. CNBC also broadcasted this.
Crypto prices on the rise this morning after new data showed payrolls grew by 253,000 in April, much higher than Wall Street expected.
Blue chip crypto like Bitcoin and Ethereum surged 160% and 90%, respectively. They continued the trend this new year, with Bitcoin prices hovering around $45,000, their highest in almost 2 years. The last 12 months have seen a comeback for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency industry. While 2022 was fraught with controversial headlines, crypto enthusiasts were caught off guard in 2022 by unpredictable events such as the Terra Luna crash, FTX fall, macroeconomic conditions, and Binance's guilty plea. The start of 2023 was strong for cryptocurrencies as the crypto world showed signs of recovery. Bitcoin even rose an average of 0.39 in July to around $31,000 in 2023. The crypto world showed immense recovery in October, November, and December, with BTC rising steadily. As of the start of the new year, January 3, 2024, BTC is at $45,203, with a market capitalization of $886.64 billion and a market volume of $31.76 billion. Bitcoin rose high, as expected. At least some of this success can be chalked up to an improving overall economy, the deceleration of inflation, and the prospect of interest rate cuts this year, which have helped to bolster stocks, which have been shown to follow similar price patterns as cryptocurrencies. According to the latest chart retrieved by CoinMarketCap, the world's largest cryptocurrency, BTC, was on the path of recovery. It had added up to a monthly benefit of almost 15% and is now trading at $42,614, one of its highest since May 2022. Bitcoin seems to be under slim pressure as inflation continues to be a crucial issue in emerging economies such as the US and the UK. As anticipated, the US Federal Reserve hiked interest rates by 25 basis points to tackle inflation issues. According to experts, the major resistance is near the $29,800 level, and the next is at the $30,400 level. This is not the first time that Bitcoin has been under pressure. Bitcoin saw a major fall that pushed the cryptocurrency below the $26,000 level, a 3-month low when the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission sued Binance, one of the leading cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, and its founder and chief executive officer, Changpeng Zhao. It is alleged that a firm owned by its founder, CZ, had been involved in artificially growing the trading volume of crypto assets listed on its Binance US platform. It's better explained in this clip.
Just moments ago, the SEC filed charges against Binance and its founder, CEO, CZ, which he's known for.
Cryptocurrency experts believe that if BTC sticks to its level of $30,000, then it could bounce back likely from here and now, is leading at $42,614 as of January 18, 2024. In April 2023, the top cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, touched the key resistance of the $30,000 level for the first time since June 10, 2022. Then, it started dipping below the $26,000 level and has now risen to a supreme level. Crypto experts believe Bitcoin must stick to the current level and more to touch the $60,000 level by the end of 2024. But how possible is that? Because the recovery path is lengthy, BTC is still down almost 34.26% from its all-time high. At the start of the year, Bitcoin plunged below $20,000. But factors such as the deepening banking crisis in the US, the weakening of the dollar index, and cooling inflation have brought back Bitcoin and other digital currencies to lead the path of resistance. So, it is not wrong to say that the recent US financial crisis has increased the appetite for cryptocurrencies. What would further increase the appetite is the biggest Bitcoin-related event of the year that is set to occur this April. Experts think it could be a boon to prices. Every 4 years, a change to the cryptocurrency's infrastructure comes via Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin is created through a mathematical process called mining. Miners use computers to solve math problems for a reward of newly minted Bitcoin. When a halving event occurs, the total Bitcoin reward is cut in half, meaning it then takes twice as much effort as before to earn the same number of coins. Historically, Bitcoin halving events have preceded major gains. When the last one occurred in May 2020, prices rose by over 200% by the end of that year. The chart reveals the rate as of the beginning of 2021. Another major event is the long-awaited approval of a Bitcoin spot ETF. These crypto-centric exchange-traded funds will allow investors to purchase a stake in Bitcoin without owning the asset directly. Many believe these funds will bring Bitcoin to the investing mainstream in a massive way. The spot Bitcoin ETF approvals mark a significant milestone, offering a more mainstream investment avenue for Bitcoin. It could potentially widen Bitcoin's investor base, especially among institutions. Despite a tepid Bitcoin price response post-approval, trading below $45,000, the general sentiment among experts and investors points towards a bullish future. Co-founder of crypto ATM provider CoinFlip, Ben Weiss, said the ETF approvals and the upcoming halving could make 2024 the record year of cryptocurrencies. He added that the ETF approvals are likely to pull large investing institutions into crypto, which will cause a positive feedback loop between price and demand for investors' benefit. ARK Invest President Tom Stott believes Bitcoin is now a public good to which all investors should have access. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission approved rule changes allowing the creation of Bitcoin ETFs in the U.S., paving the way for ARK and many other issuers, including BlackRock's shares and Fidelity, to launch their new offerings. Stott further told CNBC's Street Signs Asia that the creation of a Bitcoin ETF aimed to remove any possible friction or pain points that may have given investors reservations about entering the cryptocurrency asset class, including custody, gatekeeping, regulatory, and cost concerns. The new ETF from Cathie Wood's ARK Invest and Partner 21 shares will be available with a fee of 0.21%, reportedly making it one of the cheapest offerings on the newly created market. The fees will also be waived for investors for the first 6 months. The ARK21 shares Bitcoin ETF is one of 6 initially waiving fees, alongside the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF, the Fidelity Wise Origin Bitcoin Trust, the Wisdom Tree Bitcoin Fund, the Invesco Galaxy Bitcoin ETF, and the Valkyrie Bitcoin Fund. Once fees are introduced, only Bitwise's offering will be cheaper for investors at 0.2%. Anthony Scaramucci, CEO of Skybridge Capital, also noted the ETF's approval as a big breakthrough for Bitcoin. He projected a price peak of $100,000 within a year. Comparing Bitcoin's ETF approval to the 2004 green lighting of the first spot gold ETF provides a historical perspective, suggesting a potential long-term value surge. However, Scaramucci's cautious tone, acknowledging past prediction errors, reflects cryptocurrency markets' volatility and unpredictability. but the impending Bitcoin halving in 2024 further fuels optimistic projections. MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor said Bitcoin could undergo a supply shock, as the halving will significantly reduce the amount of BTC available for miners to sell. For this reason, experts like Tim Draper, founder of Draper Associates, see this as a catalyst for soaring prices. Draper speculates a $250,000 valuation as far back as 2023. This is what he said.
Mine's starting to get conservative. 250K by the end of 22 or the beginning of 2023.
Adding to the chorus, Tom Lee of Fundstrat Global Advisors predicted a short-term rise to $150,000 with a long-term potential of $500,000. Let's hear directly from him.
I think in the next 12 months, something over 100,000, maybe 150,000. And, in the next 5 years, again, there's a finite supply, and now we have a potentially huge increase in demand with a spot Bitcoin approval. So I think in 5 years, something around 500,000 would be potentially achievable.
All of these factors are creating a lot of excitement among experts. Still, it is crucial to remember that many crypto experts are perpetual optimists, especially regarding the wider adoption of the technology. With that in mind, the popular opinion among those interviewed seems that Bitcoin is bound to break its record price of almost $69,000 or go beyond that. Bob Raz, co-creator of crypto company Sologenic, however, claims that there is a high probability that a new all-time high will be reached this year. Even if the ETF approval doesn't kick off a bullish run, Raz says there will still be a lot of room for Bitcoin to run. So the previous high set of $68,000 in November 2021 will be eclipsed, and we are off to higher round numbers. That in itself is a bullish prediction. If Bitcoin rose to its old all-time high by this December, it would mean a return of almost 63% on the year, 6 times bigger than the average S&P 500 annualized return of around 10%. Other, even bolder predictions are being made as well. ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood presented an even more ambitious view. In her base case, she envisions Bitcoin reaching $600,000. However, in her bull case, she believes Bitcoin could advance to $1.5 million by 2030, spurred by significant institutional investments following the SEC approval. This is what she said.
And our base case is in the $600,000 range. Our bull case, and we think the probability of the bull case has increased with this SEC approval. This is a green light. Our bull case is $1.5 million by 2030.
Another expert told Yahoo Finance that Bitcoin would reach $1 million over 5 years. CoinDesk Learn editor Ollie Leach makes the bullish prediction, saying BTC is uncontested. The timing of Bitcoin crossing $1 million is the big question, and guess what? Leach also looks forward to the next Bitcoin halving because he's sure that will likely trigger a massive price surge. Bitcoin's market cap is currently at more than $1 trillion, about double where it was at the start of the year. The rally has been fueled by several factors, including more institutional investors embracing cryptocurrency. Earlier this year, Tesla invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, while Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs plan to offer select clients exposure to crypto. JP Morgan is also reportedly looking at its product in partnership with NYDIG. Listen to the news broadcast by CNBC.
Tesla, in a new filing, says that they've updated their investment policy to provide them with more flexibility to, are you ready for this, be able to buy Bitcoin. We have invested an aggregate $1.5 billion in Bitcoin.
Crypto is also gaining momentum in the payment space, with MasterCard, PayPal, and Visa increasing crypto exposure over the past several months. Due to client demand, Wall Street's big banks and payments firms are also getting involved in digital assets. A recent MasterCard survey found that 40% of people plan to use cryptocurrency in the next year. Despite the growing bullish sentiment towards crypto on Wall Street and Main Street, some well-known investors remain skeptical. Legendary investor Warren Buffett's longtime business partner, Charlie Munger, was critical of Bitcoin at Berkshire Hathaway's annual shareholders meeting in 2021. These gatherings, named the Woodstock for capitalists, were a magnet for investors worldwide eager to glean wisdom from the duo, who boasted a remarkable 20% average annual return since 1965, far surpassing the S&P 500's 10.5% average. During the event, Munger vehemently expressed his disdain for Bitcoin, deeming its success detestable. According to the legendary investor, he doesn't welcome a currency that can be used successfully by kidnappers and extortionists. Buffett, however, offered a contrasting perspective during the same event. He emphasized the value of tangible, productive assets, illustrating with an example that he would rather pay $25 billion for a 1% stake in all U.S. farmland or apartment buildings due to their ability to generate food and rental income than in Bitcoin, which he found no appeal. We all know that Bitcoin has rallied 80% plus more since the start of this year. With massive and unanticipated gains, it has surpassed several other major assets and set huge returns for those who bought Bitcoin at dips. The crypto industry is excited to witness the new peak of BTC and is hoping for more. Marshall Beard, Chief Strategy Officer at crypto exchange Gemini, believes Bitcoin will break its all-time highs this year. He even said, $100,000 price figure is an interesting number if Bitcoin gets to its previous record high of near $69,000. If Bitcoin happens to touch this magical figure, then it has to showcase an upside of 270% to reach the $100,000 level. Paolo Arduino, Chief Technology Officer at Tether, also has a positive view of Bitcoin. He said BTC could retest its all-time high of around $69,000. Let's hear him.
I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I think that we can easily retest the all-time high levels around 60 plus K, but it's really hard to say.
Nonetheless, 2023 seems to be a decent year for Bitcoin advocates who always consider it a digital gold or safe haven investment that can offer traders attractive returns in times of mayhem. It was a major boost for BTC in hopes that the U.S. Federal Reserves might reduce the chances of more aggressively increasing interest rates. While Bitcoin's future is unknown, retail investors must be cautious about each move, as it has been a tumultuous year for Bitcoin. Bitcoiners should not forget that the currency is still trading low at almost 34.26 from its all-time high. This volatility can be attributed to the macroeconomic conditions in countries including the US and the UK. Moreover, India's stance on cryptocurrencies continues to be firm, with the government bringing all crypto-related transactions under the ambit of the Money Laundering Act. In a specific Gazette notification, the Union Finance Ministry of India stated that all the transactions related to digital assets or virtual currency would fall under the purview of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. On the face of it, the new development may appear damaging to the cryptocurrency community in India. On the ground, the move has been praised by the industry at large, as this is a step towards regulating this space, where in the absence of regulators, the enforcement agencies will take recourse to any discrepancies. All these bullish predictions are rooted in Bitcoin's unique attributes: a finite supply akin to digital gold and immunity to external economic and geopolitical influences. Its growing acceptance, adoption, and technological advancements further solidify its position as a leading investment asset. However, it is crucial to approach these predictions with caution. Bitcoin's past performance, while impressive, has been marked by volatility and correlation with stock markets, particularly tech-heavy indices. This, coupled with regulatory uncertainties and the complex nature of cryptocurrency markets, can make Bitcoin a high-risk venture. Though a Bitcoin ETF could make the crypto world a bit cleaner and clearer, such a development wouldn't eliminate the inherent risk cryptocurrency carries. Investing in Bitcoin ETFs also carries counterparty risk, liquidity risk, and market volatility risks. The crypto market is known for its high volatility, and the price of Bitcoin can greatly swing upwards or downwards in a short time. Additionally, the regulatory landscape for cryptocurrencies in the US is still evolving, which means some regulatory risk remains even if Bitcoin ETFs are approved. If Bitcoin hits the $150,000 benchmark before this year ends, it's a highly profitable investment for every investor. However, are those experts 100% sure? Let me know what you think about this in the comments section. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more financial tips. See you in the next one.